Cling, cling.
Coffee date!
Coffee date.
Good morning and welcome to day 5 of our Bible Talks, where we talk about the things that we found interesting. Yesterday we ended on Jacob taking all the good livestock.
Yep.
And, that was his little revenge on Rachel's
Father,
dad.
yeah.
When he did that, they left unannounced. He took Rachel, he took Leah, the livestock, all the things, and Rachel's dad comes and stops them halfway. He's like chasing them down. I don't know how that works back in the day when you're riding donkeys and camels.
Yeah, I don't know. They wouldn't be going fast on donkeys, that's for sure. Like, you get back here.
Finds them, stops them, and basically he says, okay, why did you leave unannounced? I don't understand. Can we make some kind of amends? And they do. He says, I need to go meet my brother Isua and hash out our past.
Yeah.
And he says, God be with you. Let's make a covenant between you and I. And they make like 3 pillars of stones, like mountains of stones.
Yeah, they set up I guess it would look like an altar, but it's not.
Yeah. And I'm not going to try to pronounce those names, but I looked them up in the Hebrew translation, where witness heap of testimony, watchtower, and outlook point.
Wow. Okay, so they're like markers that signifies their pact, I guess.
Yeah, and they shake hands, and Jacob goes off to meet with Isua. So because he had stolen Isua's blessing way back when, he's like, I'm going to send gifts ahead of me. Like, I'm going to split up my clan.
I'm going to soften him up a little bit.
And I'm going to send him livestock, money. I don't know, not money.
Basically,
silver.
He's fluffing them up, so hopefully he doesn't get, punched in the jaw. Because, it's brothers, right?
Jacob's anticipating Isua's going to still be extremely upset with him.
Rightfully so.
And this is the interesting part of the story. So when they crossed the river, which today we know as the Jordan River, it was called the Jabbok River.
Couldn't pronounce it, but I'll totally try. Give me some words. I'll try them out.
It's right here.
Habuk.
No, it's a J.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to sound Middle Eastern.
Oh.
Habuk. Like and subscribe.
That's the Jordan River. We'll go with that.
Habuk.
Anyway, they cross the Jordan River, and Jacob is left on one side while everybody and all the things are on the other side of the river. At this point in time, a man approaches Jacob out of nowhere and starts wrestling him.
Just start beat down.
And they just go at it. It says until like the break of dawn, essentially.
Yeah, they were equally matched. Just a beat down. No one could overpower one another. He was wrestling symbolically with...
They said God. And they capitalized the G. So it must have been from God, because later they explain that he believes it was maybe an angel. It was a man, like a person. So they're wrestling.
A lot of symbolism there. And
they can't overpower each other. And then the man stops and he says, your name is now Israel. And I quote from Genesis 32, verse 28, because you have struggled with God and humans and have overcome. So his name is now Israel.
And
then the man blesses Jacob and wrenched his hip. So he was limping after their fight.
Yeah, so he is left, so he wouldn't forget symbolically as a human. But struggling with people and God, he overcame, 10, 20 years of agreed slave labor. The worldly ways. There's God, and then there's laws, right? And he had to struggle with both. He overcame it, and now he's on his journey back. That makes sense to us. I see it as, hey, here's a reminder, like, you overcame this. Here's one last struggle. Yeah, his hip. Yeah, fun fact.
That to this day it says that Israelites will not eat the tendon attached to the socket of the hip, which I thought was interesting because we're talking about a human, and they're referencing it to an animal.
Respect. I don't eat the bottom of bananas or the strings. Monkeys don't either. But you can if you want.
Out of tradition.
Out of tradition for monkeys.
Jacob meets with Isua, and they actually embrace each other. And, they let bygones be bygones. Jacob's on a quite interesting trajectory for his life. He had a lot of work and a lot to overcome. And it kind of reminds me of the verse God says to work for your slaves, so to speak, as if you are working for me. And Jacob followed through with that.
And not only did he follow through, he worked the hardest with the best that he could with his hands. It goes to show God doesn't say, here's this job that you prayed for. Now you're tired. You're going to complain about it. You're not going to go there.
I bet you he complained.
Bible time.
Bye.